What's going on, Husker Nation? Go Big Red. You see I got my red on. We're getting ready, man. Brandon Holmes here, one half of the Blue Bloods College Game Time podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, before we get started and talking about some Huskers basketball, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button below. Follow us on our platforms and follow me on Twitter at RealBHolmes. I love communicating, love talking, bantering with you guys. But let's get to the point. Listen, we just finished football season, and yes, off season is in full effect for us. We know we've talked transfer portals, we've talked contract extensions, we've talked new coaches, but listen, another sport is in season right now, and that is college basketball. Coach Fred Hoiberg is leading our Cornhuskers. Now things are starting a little slowly. We're 5-5, guys. You're 5-5 in Nebraska with the big game tomorrow against 7-1 Auburn. Now, all it takes most times in some eras is one signature win that can shift the shape of a program. One signature win can change everything. And tomorrow, I believe there's a good chance to have that signature win against Auburn. Here's why. Now, I know people are going to look at me and say, Brandon, you're crazy. Michigan just ran us off the floor by 32 or I think 35 points. You're crazy. Hey, we're down a player due to injury. There's a virus sweeping through the team. But you're not the only team dealing with distractions, Nebraska. So is Auburn. Head coach Bruce Pearl has been suspended for 2 games for recruiting violations against that Auburn team. And listen, I know you could say, well, maybe they have more talent, and that's fine. They do have a standout freshman. They do have some good talent, but you're playing a neutral site game. Now, people are going to argue that it's not really a neutral site game because it's not too far from where Auburn is located. But here's the thing. It's not at Auburn's home court. It evens the playing field out for you guys. They're losing their head coach for this game. And you know one thing? Listen, if you ever play sports, you can attest to this. The thing that can get you fired up for the next game is suffering an embarrassing defeat the game before. No one wants to go on the floor and get embarrassed twice. No one wants to get on the floor and get whooped twice. So here's the thing. You already have nothing to lose. And this is a very pivotal moment for Cornhusker basketball. This is the moment. This is one of those games you have to decide, do we pack up our lunch and we just go home for the rest of the season and we loaf it? Or do we say, you know what? Yes, we lost that game to Michigan. That was a good early season Big Ten test to see where we're at. Okay, we got our butts beat. Now it's time to man up. Now it's time to fix the mistakes. Now it's time to call on some accountability amongst our brothers. And let's go win a basketball game. Let's go shock the world. Let's go prove that we can play with anybody on a neutral court. And here's the other thing. Though Auburn has lost their coach, Nebraska hasn't. Fred Hoiberg is known to be a great and a phenomenal coach. The season hasn't started off exactly how Nebraska may have wanted it, but that does not mean that the season's over. The season's still young. And I think if they can fight hard, they have a chance of playing this game. But the benefit of it is this is going to be the type of competition they're going to face on the Big Ten slate all the rest of their conference schedule, right? The Big Ten, in my opinion, is the best basketball conference in the country right now. So this is the type of talent. So now they get to measure themselves and say, can we, day in, day out, night in, night out, game in, game out, hang with the big boys? Fred Hoiberg, I believe, is the schematic genius that can put his guys in the right place to make some plays happen, and he can make the best of the talent that he has on that team. And I believe Auburn without a coach, Hoiberg, who is a great coach, who's coached in some big games himself, can get his team fired up and get them prepared to go shock the world tomorrow and pull a major upset over Auburn. Well, Big Red, I hope this is it for you. I hope there's a big win for you guys tomorrow. I hope basketball season turns out a little bit better than football season. But, hey, once again, thank you for joining us, man. Brandon Holmes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. We got some cool stuff coming through the offseason about Nebraska football. So you want to subscribe so you can stay up to date with us. Man, follow us on our podcast. Give us some likes. Drop some comments. We love commenting. We love interacting with you guys. Follow us on all our social platforms. And I hope you guys enjoy your game. Go Big Red. Peace.